Hello, my dear friends, all SYJC Mumbai students. I am sure many parents also must be watching today. My warm welcome to all of you. Special thanks to parents who spared their valuable time for this. Before we start, let me briefly introduce two of my colleagues, and thereafter we come to the main agenda. First, a chartered accountant and company secretary, that is CA and CS, Mr. Ashish Shah. He is a CEO of entire JK Shah classes, and he handles everything, and a great contribution he has made to what JKS is all about today. Thank you, Ashish. Then we have CA, that is Chartered Accountant Chetan Patil sir. He is a chartered accountant and completely in charge of 11th, 12th, and CA Foundation in Mumbai. So that is what he is handling. The two common factors that you could see are Ashish and Chetan, both brilliant chartered accountants, and more important, both of them were students of JK Shah classes. So thank you so much, Chetan, for that. Yes, now let's come to our main agenda. This seminar, usually, we hold such seminars usually face to face just before we start 12th standard classes. Every year we do it. In fact, many of our current 12th standard students were our 11th standard students also. To be precise, around 2,400 of our current 12th standard students were our 11th standard students also. And they know that I always meet all of them once before the lectures start. If all those students remember, last year we had a wonderful meeting of all FYJC students at Sahara Star Hotel near Domestic Airport in Mumbai. And every year before we start 12th standard classes, we have a seminar, usually in Sanmukhanand Hall, for all students of 12th standard, and we show them the roadmap. This time, unfortunately, that is not possible. Yes, we all know the trying time through which we all have been passing. But that just cannot be an excuse to in any way adversely affect our study. 12th standard or SYJC is the most vital level of your career ahead. And therefore, it's our duty to ensure that proper care is taken on every front and to see to it that your study goes on as usual or nearly as usual as possible. Yes, situation is tough, but my dear students, you are too young to be worrying about all those things. You have your parents to take care of it. You have not to bother about all these things. Situation is tough, but beyond everybody's control. So it is just not your job to bother about it. In fact, if you wish to lighten the burden of your parents, then there is one way to do so, and that is to focus on your study. As your parents will see you studying, their half tension would be over. That's the way you can lighten their burden. Otherwise, I can promise all my dear children and students that your parents are well capable of taking care of every eventuality, lockdown, etc. We have to accept as part of life for the time being and let the parents take care of everything. But your job should be just to focus on study. Friends, yes, situation is abnormal, and therefore our response also has to be equally befitting and abnormal so that we do not surrender to the situation, we do not become victim of the circumstances, we do not want excuses that it is because of this lockdown, because of this corona factor that the study got affected. Excuses can be useful for face saving, but those excuses cannot save your career. So beware, do not think ever of defending yourself based on the situation. Let us adjust ourselves in such a way that we take care of the ground realities and move on a study front. Yes, you all joined our classes, especially those 2,400 students who were our 11th standard students and who came into 12th. They all knew, they all thought, and rightly so. In fact, we told them. In fact, everybody knows that the admission was taken for face-to-face coaching. We are basically for face-to-face tuition. We want to be in front of you. We want to help you navigate through every situation in the classroom condition. So that is what you joined us for. That is what we promised. But unfortunately, God willed differently, and face-to-face became impossible for the time being. Also, there are further about 1,200 plus students who were not our SYJC students, but they joined JK Shah classes for 12th standard, and most of these 3,600 plus students, that is 2,400 plus these 1,200 and odd. So about 3,600 plus students are now studying SYJC at JK Shah classes, and most of them, that's more than 3,200 of them, have actually joined for not only SYJC, but also for CA Foundation, some of them for CSEET, and some of them for CMA Foundation. But in all, most of them have chosen their career path. These 1,200 plus students joined after the lockdown was announced. That means when they joined, they knew that as long as lockdown condition continues, lectures would be online. But we have promised them also, that means we have promised all of you that we would love to be back on the platform, in the classroom, in front of you, as soon as situation allows. That's our promise. And I'm sure it could happen at earliest possible opportunity. But friends, if we go philosophical, if we talk big things and compromise study and wait for lockdown to be lifted, then that would be biggest stupidity on our part. and the career can be compromised. That would be a big crime that all of us would be committing if we wait to act only for the corona factor to go and lockdown to be lifted. We cannot wait. So situation is unusual, but response has to be equally strong so that our study is not compromised. So friends, what did we do to handle this? The answer, we started online lectures at JK Shah classes for all of you. I'm happy to say that the cooperation from almost all of them is a very big humbling experience for us. The unconditional support that all students extended, whatever we told, almost all of you started doing it. Condition was abnormal, and yet 1,200 plus students joined, knowing that there would be online classes to begin with. This is a great responsibility on our shoulder. So what exactly we have been doing at JKSC? What we have been doing is unlike anybody else can possibly do. It is completely unique, unusual, and almost undoable by most people. We have a wonderful website. Lectures are all freshly recorded for the new syllabus of 12th standard. These are not old videos. Under most trying circumstances, our faculties could record the lectures. We could do proper editing. The study material used is the latest that the government has prescribed. And exactly on that path, we started walking. These are not lectures on Zoom. These are not lectures on some other technology. Zoom, you all know, government has told us, should not be overused. There are security issues. Your data can be stolen by someone, can be misused by someone. So we went all out. Zoom is cheapest technology, practically no cost. But it could be very costly when it comes to our goodwill and when it comes to your safety. So we decided that we do not want our lectures on Zoom. Yes, later on I'll mention today about doubt solving. Doubt solving we are doing on Zoom, but that is very few people for limited time and no subject is taught. Teaching the whole syllabus on Zoom could be so dangerous. And therefore we took a conscious call that we will have our website, we will have sufficient capacity on our server, we will record the lectures, we will edit them, we will upload them, and that is what we did. One more thing, these lectures that we have put are for you to see. They are at your disposal. Unlike Zoom lectures, which cannot be recorded. So you do not have anything to fall back upon. Whereas here, it is with you. At your sweet will, you can watch. So number one, we did freshly recorded lectures by fantastic faculties, most experienced faculties. The study material, the latest. More on this after some time I'll speak. So that is one thing that JKSC has done so far. Secondly, we have tried to create a virtual classroom system for students, and anything and everything that we do in the classroom condition is what we have tried to do even under this situation, except that we are not in front of you. So what have we done? We have been very regularly uploading timetable for you. We are telling you which lecture to watch today, which lecture tomorrow, which lecture thereafter. Friends, the importance of this. If you are only given lectures, but without a roadmap, then student has no reason to study at a particular time. Student thinks that whenever time permits, he or she can see it. But human beings, whenever we think we can do it at any time, usually we do not do it at all. Because every other reason is right reason to not see a lecture or a video. So first of all, in Zoom, if you are not there, gone, not only that, you cannot see it second time. Whereas here, lecture is there, you can see it, and also there is timetable. We have written at this time, from this time to this time, see this time to this time, see this. Secondly, homework questions have been uploaded. Not only homework questions have been uploaded, but the homework solutions also have been uploaded. So not just questions given to you, but solutions given to you. Not just that, also we have uploaded videos which explain to you the vital points in homework questions and solutions. That means you have normal lectures, you have homework questions with solutions, and you have video explaining to you the concepts, etc. Then every week we are going to, and we are going to start it from the coming week. Every week, one test paper will be uploaded on the chapter finished. That test paper will remain with you for 1 week. You have to write the solutions presuming exam condition. And then next week, we would upload two things. Next week's test paper and previous week's solutions to the test paper. So we will be doing anything and everything that we could have done in the classroom condition. So friends, lectures at your disposal. See, as per the timetable, homework, also test paper. So everything is being done, which otherwise could have been done in the classroom. Only thing is, face to face, we are not in front of you. Nevertheless, your home becomes your classroom and you can study well. That is second part. Now, what more we are going to do? The answer. As I told you, the moment lockdown is lifted, we are going to call you in the classroom condition. And entire syllabus that we have done until then will be repeated to the extent possible. I say to the extent possible only because we do not know when the lockdown would be lifted. However, because your exam is next year, it would be nonsense to think that lockdown will continue right up to that time. It's nonsense. It's a matter of maybe few days or few weeks. and normalcy should return. That means I'm very hopeful. I'm very confident that absolutely sufficiently on time lockdown would be lifted, given that your exam is right in next February, March. So many months we have. So syllabus that we are doing now, entire syllabus we would like to repeat, not just revise, but repeat. The only condition being we should have enough time in the classroom. That is one factor not in our hand. But if that is taken care of, and for the reasons I told you, I have no doubt about the fact that we will have time. So if that is the case, entire syllabus that we have done until then would be repeated in the classroom. Secondly, and balanced syllabus anyway will be done in the classroom condition thereafter. But once the syllabus is done, as per government prescribed textbooks, we will have our own JKSE study material on each and every subject and on each and every chapter, additional questions, additional theory notes. And even that also we would be doing in the classroom condition after basic job is over. Then there would be regular test in the classroom once the lockdown is lifted. So up to lockdown, test at home. Post lockdown period, the test will be in the classroom condition. This should, and not only that, once everything is over, prelim exams will be taken. 2 semi-prelims and 1 full prelim. So that is what is roadmap up to your exam. All throughout, we will have, helpline to solve your doubt. Currently, what we have been doing, daily you have about 2 hours or 2 hours and 15 minutes lecturing. Then daily we have doubt solving session on Zoom, where faculty is in front of you, but on Zoom, we are solving your doubt. Once lockdown is lifted, our faculties would be more than glad to solve all your doubts right in front of you. So this is the roadmap of what JKSE has been doing now and will be doing once lockdown is lifted. That is our roadmap. Now, friends, what the students are supposed to do, because no matter how well we plan, no matter how hard we work, but if your cooperation is not there, we just cannot succeed. As I told you in the beginning, you have been cooperating so well. In trying circumstances, you have shown maturity. I hope and believe you will continue to extend that cooperation, continue to do what we tell you to do, so that together we can achieve the success which you have dreamt of when you joined JKSE and which your parents expected when they pushed you to JKSE. I know so many students now come to JK Shah classes. Every year in Mumbai alone, more than 2,000 students whose parents were our students. So it is second generation now. I'm sure some of such parents could be now watching me also live. It is their trust that has brought us to this stage. So what I want my dear students to do, one, most of you have been watching those videos regularly. But understand my words, most of you, not all of you. I want the words most of you to be replaced with the words all of you. Small fraction is still not watching. We have started lectures of 4 subjects already. We call it BEMO, that is bookkeeping, economics, maths, and OC. Next week, we are also going to start SP lectures, that is BESO. In short, we are doing without waiting for lockdown to be lifted. In fact, I want students to forget about lockdown completely. Let there be nothing like concept of lockdown in your mind. Instead of getting ready, coming to classes and studying in class, better be at home and study, but the same thing. So my earnest request to all of you, that is those children not watching videos or watching but not as per timetable, my earnest request will be, please stick to the timetable. Presume that you are sitting in the classroom condition that time and religiously watch those videos. Do not skip anything. I repeat, do not skip anything. If some of the videos are pending, ensure that you cover up latest in about 2 days time, because you have so much time and so little to do. So the want of time cannot be an excuse. So please come to the mainstream as soon as possible, cover up the deficit, and start running with us. That is my limited suggestion number 1. Suggestion number 2, as you start watching these videos, you may have doubt. As I told you, Zoom doubt solving sessions, students are making use of that facility. I'm happy about it. If there are still some people having doubt but still not done it, please come on Zoom and seek the clarification from our faculty. Also, start solving homework questions. Imagine in such trying circumstances, if our faculties have taken so much pain, not only to do those normal questions, but do additional homework questions, provide solutions also, provide videos also. It shows how serious we are and how important those things are for your career. So do not miss out. And you can have doubts even on homework questions. Yes, take the help of our faculties. Then, once the test paper is given, as if it is your real exam, take no chance. Sit down in exam condition and write the solution. Once we upload the solution next week, that is the following week, compare our solution with what you have written. Identify the mistakes. It is not possible under current condition for us to check the papers, but you be your own checker. And wherever your solution was different from what we have given, again come on Zoom, speak with the faculty, seek the clarification, and ensure that you are absolutely perfect and your understanding is very clear. Friends, if this much you do, then, but only then, 12th standard will look like cakewalk and you all will come out with absolutely flying colors. I have no doubt about it. Yes, once lockdown is lifted, everything will be normal. You will come in, but lockdown, you understand, government has to take decision. Maharashtra is the worst affected state. Mumbai is worst affected city. So let us not make any prejudgment about when it will be normal. But we are behaving as if there is no lockdown. Our study does not stop. You are getting fantastic quality, superb quality, content, regularity, everything. Take advantage of it. Once everything is over, what will happen is first government of Maharashtra will decide when it is safe to lift the lockdown. Then they will have to give permission to different industries. They will have to think about educational sector. Then after government allows us, we will wait for at least 1 week before we call you to classes. I must tell you that Prime Minister announced first lockdown on 23rd of March, effective 24th. Maharashtra government announced lockdown on 16th March, and it was effective from 17th March. But JKSC announced lockdown on 13th or 14th of March, depending on at which branch faculties were there. But by 14th March, 90% of JKSC got closed down. All faculties working outstation were called back. And our last lecture at JKSC happened maybe on Saturday 15th or maybe Sunday 16th morning. We closed down. That means we were first to announce lockdown. Maharashtra government was second to announce, and Prime Minister was third to announce. It shows conservatism on our part and safety of our students. So even after government would lift lockdown, then they will take some time to allow coaching classes. Then we will take 1 week, and that time you will be back. And then all normal features you will see. Small batches. Outside JKSC, many people tell you, like in JK classes, for 11th and 12th, there are big batches. All our 11th standard students, those 2,400, who attended our classes last year, they all know that that was farthest from truth, that batches are big. All batches were small. Somewhere the size was 30, somewhere 40, and maybe somewhere 60 or so. That was our batch size. We may now even further reduce the batch size. Outsiders can say anything, but our students have actually seen, because they studied for 1 full year. And the moment lockdown is lifted and we are back to face, again, everything will be exactly what you deserve. Regular timetable in classroom condition, regular coaching, small batches, disciplined coaching, quality coaching, and regular test, doubt solving, etc., etc., etc. So friends, my request to you therefore would be, you have to run with us and do not kill your time. We are asking for hardly about 3.5 hours in all. Sorry, lectures viewing, homework solutions, doubt solving, in all 3.5 hours a day. That's nothing, because most people are wondering what to do. Whereas we are telling you what to do for at least 3.5 hours. That will make you sincere, serious. So this is what we expect from you. Now, the last part of this webinar. First, I told you current situation. Then I told you what JKSC has been doing and will be doing post-lockdown. Then I told you what I expect students to do. And now the last part. That is about significance of your seriousness at this stage. Friends, 12th standard is the foundation of your career in commerce. After 10th standard, you had few alternatives. You people made first right decision of your career. That was to choose commerce as career. 11th standard, all said and done, did allow you little relaxation because 10th standard you had worked very hard. 12th again, career year. Therefore, you knew you had to work very hard. So 11th, you took it little bit with relaxation. No complaints. 11th standard is college or school-based exam in Mumbai. Not much comparison is there. You may secure a rank in your classroom or in your school or maybe in a college. And if you are not very serious, very sincere, you can be excused because that year, beyond a point, did not have much to do with your future career. But 12th standard is a turning point of your career. That is the year which is game changer for all of you. Comparison happens at state level. Now it is not rank in your classroom or in your school or in your college or in your suburb or in your community. Now comparison is at state level. I'm not here to add to pressure. I never push the students to chase some unrealistic targets. I don't want you to make this as life and death problem that is there in 12th science. But you have made a right decision. In 12th commerce, in fact in commerce, at no level there is life and death problem. Students happily prepare with adequate seriousness, and even average students make their mark in the career. You can be no exception because most of you are above average students. 12th standard is a turning point and game changer. Many students think, what difference it makes? Whether I get 40%, 60%, 90%, or 95%. What difference it makes? I have already got admission in good college. That's the mistake in your thinking. Yes, it may not make much difference, but if you study well and get good percentage, first of all, your subconscious mind, first conscious mind, and then subconscious mind will believe that you have the capability to achieve good targets, good result, and you can make your career. Good percentage will make you believe in yourself. If you get 40, 50, 60%, you will feel that you are below average student for study, and you may start thinking about other alternatives. But if you get 80%, 90%, 95%, you will believe, the whole society will believe. But more importantly, your parents will believe that no, you have that brain which can help you navigate through the top study time, and no qualification is beyond your reach. As I told you, out of 3,600 plus students, 3,200 plus have already joined JKC for one of the 3 professional courses. Most of you have joined. That's about 3,000 or so out of 3,200 have joined for Chartered Accountancy Foundation course. That means you are so clear about where you want your career to go. You are so clear where you wish to reach in your career. You are so clear what is your destination. And out of these 3,000 students or so, as I told you, about 2,400 students last year, that is after 10th standard, they paid the fees for 11th, 12th, and foundation. That means just after 10th standard, they were clear about what they want to do. So the dream has to remain alive. This corona cannot have any impact on your dream. It cannot put a dent on your determination. The dream has to remain alive, kicking, and we have to do together everything to ensure that we achieve something more, because we have more time at our disposal compared to what it would have been if everything was normal. Your traveling time is saved. Your time to get ready to come to classes is saved. In a city like Mumbai, where all of you are sitting right now, train travel, distance, though our branches are all close to everybody's residence, but still there is some time that you are spending. Now that time has to be put to productive use. You also must be knowing that all 12th standard students who are now in 12th standard are in all probability going to be eligible for SIA Foundation in May 2021 instead of November 2021. I say in all probability, this is going to happen. That means you have to tighten the belt without taking undue pressure toward the end and start running with us. We will do your hand holding. Don't worry. We will take your care as much in academic field as your parents have been taking in your balanced part of life. We are your academic parents. I must reassure all parents that when you put your child in our hand, trust us, these are safest hands in which your child is there. We will do everything for your child as we would do for our own children. Nothing less, nothing more. But I request all parents at home to ensure that the child follows timetable, watches videos regularly, and writes the test paper, solves homework questions, and seeks help in doubt. If any doubt or difficulties, then seek help on Zoom. That much is your duty. I must also tell all my dear students that now your honesty is what is going to matter. If face-to-face was there, we were in front of you, we could have found out whether you are reckless or you are careful. But now we cannot. When you are sitting in front of your laptop or mobile, your parents cannot find out whether you are actually studying or not. You have a rare chance to prove that you are honest. You are honest, but this time I'm talking about different kind of honesty. You must do what is in your interest without expecting anybody to do policing work on you. It is not possible to stand on your head and make you do it. So rise to the occasion. Prove that you are honest. Prove that you are selfish in terms of your career. Prove that you are your parents, you are well-wisher of your parents. You have to bring smile on their face. And that can happen when you study regularly, because their ambition is to see you happy. Ambition is to see that you make your career and you stand on your own feet. Their ambition would be that they should be known by your name and not reverse. All these things you can do, you can achieve. So don't expect us to do policing work because we cannot do it. In classroom, we can do it, but not now. Whereas I requested parents to see that you do all those things. It is time you show greater degree of maturity and do not give any tension to parents and ensure that you do your job. It is for your career. You are not doing favor to parents. You are not doing favor to anyone. You are doing favor to yourself by making your career. So that much cooperation is required. At appropriate time, we will start even see a foundation coaching also. Leave it to us. Your career is our responsibility. In commercial terms, that is in commerce terms, I can say that I'm talking to parents if they are listening to me. Otherwise, children can convey. You parents have given your child to us on loan, and we will give you back your child with interest. That interest is nothing but qualification and career. So it is possible to achieve something great, but your seriousness is required. You could be having some good friends also. If they are not studying, they could be outside JKSC. This is not about coaching classes. This is only about your career. Tell them also to fall in line, to take charge of the career, and do not kill the time now. Because whether you do it rightly now or wrongly, either way, it will have great impact on your career ahead. You do the right thing, you are making your career, and you will have fruit to enjoy for rest of your working career. Your age is around 17, 18 or so. In 4 or 5 years' time, your study would be over. Qualification will be with you. And thereafter, about 38 years of working life. If you are serious and sincere now, it will have wonderful positive impact on your career thereafter. But if you are not serious now, you will have to pay heavy price thereafter. There are two kinds of students. One, study hard for these 4 or 5 years and enjoy rest of your life. Or enjoy these 4 years or so and struggle for rest of your life. Better to struggle now, work hard, when parents are there to support you. Do not play with your career. I know all of you are actually serious, very sincere. You all had so many other options of coaching classes. You still chose us. You gave us chance. And we cannot thank you enough for that. We are eternally grateful to you. We are what we are because of you, not other way. We can survive, we can flourish only if you are with us. You have given us the chance. We are grateful to you always. We are very grateful to your parents. But because of this trust that you have put in us, we have greater responsibility on our shoulder. We have to prove, dear children, we have to prove to your parents that we are worthy of that trust. And for that, we have to stand up to their expectation, or we have to over deliver. And that we can do only and only with your unconditional support and cooperation from your parents. and do what we told you to do. Finally, friends, we all hope and pray that situation returns to normalcy very soon. We all meet each other in the classroom. We see each other, because online is not right way to study. It is a stopgap arrangement. Face to face is the only way to study and to make the career. But choice is not today between face to face and online. Our option, the choice is to be made between no study at all as one option or online study as second option. So we have selected the right option under the given circumstances. We hope to see you soon in the class. Thank you so much, friends, for having trusted us, for having given us a chance to teach you, to shape your career. And I personally promise to do hand holding of each one of you right up to your destination of career, that is chartered accountancy or company secretary or cost accounting, whichever qualification you have decided to have. We will never misguide you, because our interest is in seeing your success. We succeed only when you succeed. So thank you so much, friends. Thank you, dear parents, for sparing your time today, and all the very best always. We will meet very soon face to face. Let's all pray to the God for that. Thank you so much. Thank you once again.